Namo Namaha. Welcome to Lesson 3, Consonants. Here is a simulation of what you have in your workbook. And this is the order of the consonants as it relates to where they are vocalized where they're formed in the mouth. So this first row that's in blue, everything that's in blue. Now obviously I've added the vowels just as a reference, but today we're going to look at the consonants here. This row is called the guttural or kantya, okay? K, kantya, g, guttural. See, these sounds come from the back of the throat. K, say k, 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 k. Now here's one thing that makes Sanskrit different from our languages, or English particularly. There are non-aspirate, so everything in this first column is non-aspirate. The second column is aspirate, okay? And likewise, the next column is non-aspirate, and then aspirate. In fact, let me write that down for these as well. Non-aspirate and aspirate. Okay? And we can draw a line. So, the first sound is k. Say k, just like cake. Okay? And then k, k. Say k. Aspiration is that extra breath you put into it. K, k. Okay? Then g, like gone, g. And g, like big head, g. Okay? The final row is nasal. This nasal is the guttural nasal. So this sounds like the word sing, ng. Say ng, ng, ng. Sing, bing, ring, ling, ng. Okay? So let's say these now. K, 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 k. G. Say g, 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 g. G, 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 g. Try it. It's fun. This will clear your throat. G, 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 g. It's like gargling, g. Okay? And ng, ng, ng. You want it to come from the farthest back of your throat. Look at the illustration in your book. You have an illustration of where the gutturals are located. They're way back. Guttural means from this part, from way in the, not this part, way in the back. G, 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 g. Now, okay, let's practice them. All in a row. K, k, g, g, ng. Let's try it again. K, k, g, g, ng. Now let's do it really fast. K, k, g, g, ng. K, k, g, g, ng. Do it. K, k, g, g, ng. Faster. K, k, g, g, ng. 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 Now, normal speed. K, k, g, g, ng. See, when you do it fast and you come back to normal speed, you got it. All right? This is a technique for learning anything. When you push your brain to try to process very quick and then you come back, you know, like when you're driving on the freeway and you're doing 100 miles an hour, which you shouldn't do because it's illegal, but then you slow down to 50 and it feels like you're crawling, right? It's the same thing because there's something in the brain that makes you think, oh wow, now normal speed is very easy. All right? So, these are called gutturals, kantya, okay? And in Vedic astrology, gutturals, the guttural sounds are related to the planet Mars. So those of you who are interested in Vedic astrology, this may be interesting. Those of you who are not interested, you can fast forward 5 seconds. Okay, so the planet Mars, no, don't fast forward. You might miss something. So people whose names begin with one of these sounds, like Kali, or Cameron, or Gora, Gori. These are Martian sounds. They give a warrior type of energy. And even languages, as I stated in the last lesson, even languages that emphasize these sounds will have a Mars quality to them, will have an aggressive, warlike quality. Khan, Genghis Khan, Genghis Khan. Look at that. 3 of those letters are just in the one name. No wonder the guy ruled most of the world during his time. Okay? By contrast, the palatal sounds, now we're going to move the tongue a little bit forward in the mouth. Refer to your illustration. So instead of k, we're going to say che. Now the tongue is moved a little forward. So the first sound is ch. Ch. Just like our chair. Second is ch. 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 Okay? Big difference between the two, but to be fair, in speaking, it'll be often hard to hear the difference, but in reading and writing, obviously there's a big difference between the way the 2 letters are written. Okay? So ch and ch. Next, j. J, j. J, j, and then ñ. This is the ñ, like in the Spanish word sueño, okay? Año, ñ. It has the tilde on top, ñ. All right, so let's say this. Ch, ch, j, j, ñ. 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 Okay? Now say it slowly. Ch, ch, j, j, ñ. Good? Okay. Now these palatals are associated in Vedic astrology with the planet Venus. So languages that emphasize these sounds, ci vediamo Giovanni, like Italian, ch, ch, along with the sound e and a, have a more Venusian quality, a quality of water, of sensuality, of beauty, a love of sweet, beautiful things, right? Art. Italians are famous for art and gelato. Gelato. J, j. See? J. There's the sound j. So that's Venus. Now, let's move on to the next one. This row is called cerebral or murdhanya in Sanskrit, which is there in your book. Murdhanya. This palatal was talavya. Talavya, murdhanya. Now these are all that typical Indian sound. These, when they're transliterated, all have the dot underneath. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Ta, ta. Say ta. Reach for that third eye. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Hatha yoga. Hatha yoga. This is yoga. Hatha yoga. You don't do hot yoga unless you're doing hot yoga. But this is hatha. Hatha means to put down, to destroy. The yoga that is rough on your body. Hatha yoga. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay? And finally, na, prana, na. This is the very, very common sound in Sanskrit, as well as Hindi and other Indian languages. Na. So let's do this one. Ta, ta, da, da, na. 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 Da 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 da. Da ta da da na. Okay? Cerebral. And this row relates to the planet Mercury. The planet Mercury and communication, because see how fast you can say these. K, k, g, g, ng is harder to say than da 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 da. See how quick, see how easy you can say that? And Mercury is a planet of communication and information and quickness, speed. So why am I telling you the astrological significance? The reason is so that you can actually diagnose which planet and which quality is predominant in a person. If their name or if in their speech they speak mostly with ch, che, chi, cho, chu, je, je, there's a Venusian quality. And likewise for the other planets. Okay. The next row is called the dental row. Dental, our word dental comes from dantya, the Sanskrit word dantya, which means dental. Dantya, it's in your book. So these are now the tongue, from the back of the throat to the soft palate to the hard palate, and now we're even further up, right behind the teeth. The dentals are where the tongue touches the front teeth. So t, like today, t. Actually today, our today, the word today is more this, isn't it? Say today. T is more, it's t. English T's are not exactly a real t. So like even if we say the word treatment, we're really saying ch, treatment, right? We're not saying treatment. This is how we know someone's not from here, because they actually pronounce it the way it's written, treatment, or treatment, if you really pronounce it like it's written. So t, 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 then d, 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 and then n, just like our n, not. Okay? T, t, d, d, n, t, t, d, d, n. Say it with me. T, t, d, d, n. Ta ta da da na, 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 ta ta da na, ta ta na. Ta ta da da na. Good. This is related to the planet Jupiter. And people who speak with a lot of dentals or their name is dental tend to have a Jupiterian quality. So Tony Soprano, he was the leader of the whole Jersey. Jupiter people are big. They got barrel chests. They're givers. They're magnanimous. There's a sort of Jupiterian, if you know what Jupiterian means, quality to these people. Not always, but it's one way to tell something about someone. Okay. Finally, the final row that's associated. This is the labial, oshtya. Oshtya in Sanskrit. Labial, oshtya. Why? Because you use the lips. So the sound o, and then also p, p. The aspirate is p. P, p, b, b, m. 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 Okay? Now, one more thing about the general consonants, and then I'm going to get into the specific meanings and way to write each one of these. Okay? So I'll erase this off the board. But first, to give you a little bit of a tour through the alphabet, here you see that I've written the first two rows are called hard consonants. Hard, another word for hard is unvoiced. Linguists will often talk about voiced and unvoiced, or they'll talk about hard or soft. Hard is the same as unvoiced. So you may see them just referred to differently. and soft is voiced. Right now, this doesn't mean much to you, but it will when we talk about sandhi. Sandhi rules are how we put two words together. For example, when I open with the greeting Namo Namaha, I'm actually saying Namaha Namaha, but that visarga aha turns to O because the next sound is a soft consonant. This we're going to cover a little bit later, okay? But understand that soft and hard is important for grammatical reasons. Otherwise, we don't need to know about it too much yet. But just be aware that the first two columns are called hard. So think about it. K, k. And then g, g. Maybe it helps to think about it as unvoiced, k, k, and voice, g, g. You hear the voicing? Ch, ch, j, j. Ch, ch, j, j, nya. These are all soft or voiced. Ta, ta, da, da. Ta, ta, da, da. See how there's more of a voicing. Ta, ta, da, da. Ta, ta, da, da. Ba, pa, ba, ba. Okay? So now I'm going to look at each letter individually, and we're going to write them out. And I'm going to give you some of the secret significance behind each of these akshara. Remember that saying? Amantram aksharam nasti. There is no akshara. Akshara means phoneme, letter. There is no akshara that is not a mantra. So now we're going to discuss what the mantric value of these sounds is. So first, how do we write them? Let's begin with the first consonant, k. K is very easy. It's the infinity symbol. See what I'm doing? Just make the infinity symbol and a line in between. Now, Dr. Vasant Lad correlates this with the two hemispheres of the brain. So if you were to sort of draw a vertical view looking down on the brain, you can see there are the two hemispheres. And ka, kapala, means skull. It relates to that which protects the brain. So there is the letter k. Again, to draw it. Now, and you have this sequence of arrows in your workbook. You draw the infinity symbol and then a line down. Actually, often you'll see it not completed like that. So it's almost infinity. Okay? K. So k relates to Kali. It relates to, again, this powerful Martian energy, and it's a warrior sound. So if you're not feeling, I meet a lot of people who are not in tune with their names, and they ask me, what should I change my name to? Well, one of the ways to see if your name resonates with you is, let's say you're a Kimberly or a Kate or a Corey. If you resonate with the warrior energy that these names imply, then that's perfect. Let's say you're a gymnast, or you do hatha yoga, then ka name may be appropriate. But if you want to soften the edges, if you want to add a little Venus, say, to your name, you may want to think about changing it. It's a free country. So ka, warrior energy, okay? Then the next letter is, and the way I remember it, think of the two hemispheres of the brain, okay? Left and right hemisphere. The next letter is k, and here's how we write it. Start with this, then add a circle and a vertical line, okay? Want to see it again? K, okay? K means space, and K relates to spaces in the body. It can relate to spaciness. In Ayurveda, Kamala, Kavaigunya, these are terms that use the word K. K also means the sky. A word for the sun is Kaga, or that's a word for a bird, something that goes in the sky. K G. Well, G is our next letter. G literally means to go. Okay? So K, G is something that goes through space, goes through the sky. Okay? So a bird, that's the name, in Sanskrit, the word for a bird, among others, is Khaga. G is also the bija sound of Ganesha. Ganesha. G. Om Gangarnapataye Namaha. Okay? Gum. So now you know how to write the bija symbol for Ganesha. How do we write it? One vertical line down with a little foot, a second long vertical line down, and voila. Just like almost similar to the letter pi. And there is Gam Om Gangarnapataye Namaha. Okay? And then the last in the row, K, K, G, not the second to the last, is G. G. Oops, sorry, that's a ch. G, here we go. Looks like a beautiful cloud with a line over it. G. So the letter G means to pack in. Guna, to pack. So it relates to actually absence of space. G, packing together. Okay? And finally, we have the nasal, which is written. Notice that the nasal is very similar to the letter I. I and E. I, E. The nasal, the only difference is it doesn't have the loop here at the end. So the nasal you write in the same way with the dot here. And this is nga, nga. In the transliteration, nga. Okay? Nga. K, K, G, G, nga. And Anga is also related to this fierce Bhairava, this Shiva energy. Okay, so this whole row of gutturals has a warrior energy. And in Ayurveda, there is also another way to use these letters to diagnose. Just by listening to the way someone speaks, you can find out what issues are going on in their body. Believe it or not, it's true and it works. So here's another reason to learn the alphabet. You'll become a great doctor, or at least you'll be great at parties. So this line is the line of the earth element. So the gutturals also relate to the earth element. And the earth element in the body is associated with the hard structures, the bones, right? So if someone is having trouble, if you're having trouble mispronouncing these, k, k, g, g, ng, do you have arthritis? Are you having joint problems? Osteoporosis? These are the things you think about when someone is having trouble saying, or they have to say it twice, or they pause before saying this. Okay? All right. The next row is the palatal row. So here we go. How do we write ch? You just do it. You just do it. Here. Ch. Here we go again. Horizontal line across, and then come back just like a C. See, I'm drawing a C. And then up, and it's all in one stroke. Ch. Okay? Now, ch relates to Chandra, the moon. It relates to the water systems in your body. So, in fact, this whole row is water, the water element. If a client or you are having trouble pronouncing these, there may be an issue with the water systems in your body. It's particularly ch, so we think about kidneys. How are your kidneys? How is your bladder? How is your prostate? I know this may sound totally far-fetched, but try it. Try it and see if it works. Ch also relates to chanchala, chandra. Chanchala means wavering, going this and that. I feel like having Thai tonight. Well, but I also feel like having a burger. No, but I think I want to get spaghetti. You know, that place down the street. Chanchala, changeable. Ch also relates to the moon, as I said, and the moon waxes and wanes. So if there is trouble with this ch sound, then think about even someone who has a fickle mind, or they're ambivalent about something. They're trying to make up their mind. Okay, the next letter is ch. Ch, 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 ch. Okay, ch relates to shadow, chaya. The word chaya means shadow. Ch relates to shadow and covering, concealment. Okay? Ch. So how do we write ch? There it is. All in one stroke. And this is the order. Ch. Okay, the next letter, j. J. Janma. Janma means birth. It means to generate. This is literally where our word generate comes from the Sanskrit. Ja, prajananam, creation, procreation, ja. Okay, and how do we write that? Well, it looks just like a J, doesn't it? Boom, like that. This is in 2 strokes, then you add the vertical. So horizontal, curve, vertical. J. J looks like a J, and Ch looks like a C. Pretty close. That's one way to remember them. Okay? And next is the letter J. J is an interesting one. This one you're not going to see used much at all. It's like the r, lri, those vowels. J is very rare. In fact, you know, if we run across it once or twice in the course of these 12 weeks or so, it'll be probably too much. So nothing against J, but we still have to learn it. Okay. That's how I do it. So you start just like the letter E with the number 5 here, and all you're adding is a vertical bar next door. Okay? Now there are other ways to write the letter J. This is one of the, for a letter that's almost used not at all, it's funny that we have alternate ways to write it. But here is the alternate way in case you're interested. This is J, the alternate way. Okay, and J relates to concealment. It's also the water element, concealing things. Finally, the letter Ñ. Ñ. The Ñ like in sueño. Okay, and this is written half moon, horizontal, vertical. Okay, half moon, horizontal, vertical. Half moon, horizontal, vertical. Ñ. Ñ relates to knowing, knowledge. This is our words to know come from the word Ñ in Sanskrit, which means to know, jnana. Ñ, excuse me, Ñ means to know. And it is a common letter. It's something you're going to see a lot. So this one, definitely learn it. All right? Now, the next row is the cerebral. These are the fire element. Why is the fire element in green? Don't ask. Well, because they're also associated with Mercury. But understand that this is a different classification that works in Ayurveda. So if someone is having trouble with the pronunciation of ta, ta, da, da, na, there may be a problem with the fire, with the metabolic systems in their body. So either their digestion is off, assimilation, hypothyroidism, any of that stuff. Okay? Okay, so Tatadadhana is the fire row, and it's associated with metabolism and enzymatic activity in the body, but also with Kundalini. In fact, Kundalini has 3 curves. So like the letter D here, you see these 3 curves, 1, 2, 3. So, and the word Kundalini is written with this D, Kunda. Say Kunda, da, da. So you have to curl your tongue up, da, to say this properly. Kundalini. It's not Kundalini. Kundalini. It's Kundalini. Kundalini. This is a long I. Remember, E is the feminine Shakti. It is the feminine power. It's not Kundalini. She's not leaning. In fact, if she's leaning, you're in trouble, because now she's going to go into your liver or somewhere you don't want her to go. So Kundalini is the fire in the body, and the cerebral line represents this fire. Ta ta da da na. So if somebody's having difficulty pronouncing ta ta da da na, then there may be digestive issues, enzymatic problems, or even a kundalini problem, which could manifest as ringing in the ears, intense heat in the body, and all kinds of other stuff. Why are we talking about this? Isn't this Sanskrit? Well, it is Sanskrit, but Sanskrit is more than just going to the university and studying ka ka ga ga ga, cha 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 nya, ta ta da da na, ta ta da da na, ba 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 ma. No, Sanskrit is about using this in your daily life. I promised you that this would have a left and a right brain application. And so this is one way to use even the alphabet. We haven't even learned the alphabet, and we can still have a practical use for this organization of sounds. Okay? So that's ta, ta. The way we write ta is just like that. Ta. This is the ta that is in Hatha Yoga. Ta, ta. Again, there's that fire, that there's a certain energy to ta, which means to burn down, to destroy, to kill. Ta. Then the letter da we just spoke about. Da. Da, very similar to the letter E. I in E, right? I in E. Da. Also similar to nga. It's that same 3 curves. So that's why saying this alphabet will help to kindle your kundalini, because there's so many of these letters that invoke the kundalini, even in writing these letters. So there's da. The only difference is it doesn't have the loop here. So if it were that, it would be different, right? It would be the letter E. All right, and probably my handwriting is not the best. You can see in the font in your book, it's a little different. Okay, ta, ta, da. Here's the letter da. Okay, again, this is a cerebral da, not to be confused with what's coming up, the dental da. Okay, ta, ta, da, da, and na, na. Very common letter. Na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. Na means goodbye. Actually, it doesn't mean that in Sanskrit. Ta ta da da na, the fire. All right, the next row is the dental, dantya, dantya in Sanskrit. The dental is associated with the air element. So the air element has to do with movement, and the movement of your vital energy, also the joints. So the letter T, here's how we write the letter T. T. Okay? T. All right? T, T. The letter T, so the first letter T is associated with tattva, the essence of anything. Tam, 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 the essence of anything. The letter T relates to tum, 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 tum. This is what a drum beat sounds like. If you hit on a bass drum, it doesn't go ding, dung, not even thumb, it goes tum, 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 tum. So this letter T is related to nritya, to dancing, nritta, tum, tum. And if someone is overpronouncing it or mispronouncing it, there's something about rhythm and dance. There may be even cardiac arrhythmia if they're really having a problem with it. There may be a problem with the rhythm in their life or in their body, coordination. Okay? Tum. Then, and here's how we write tum. Okay? Here we go one more time. This is a very beautiful letter. I love this letter. It's so gorgeous. T. It really looks like a snake almost. See that? I could write this all day. It looks like an urn or a beautiful, I don't know, it's a beautiful letter. It's one of the most beautiful ones to me. Maybe I like dance and things with rhythm. See? It's true. Okay, tum. The next letter is D. D. There's D. Short vertical and then scoop it down. Short vertical, scoop it down. Okay? D means to give. Da. Da. Dame in Spanish. Da, same thing, means to give. The giving. Okay? D relates to giving. Then D, which is its neighbor, here is D. Okay? Let's do it again. Here is D. D is identical almost to the letter G. In fact, we can draw a little, except that you can see in the letter G, the horizontal line crosses there. You see that? Whereas in the letter D, D remains open. D is a very, very common letter. It relates to stability, wealth. The word dharma, dharma is associated with it. The word dhana, or dhana, is associated. Dhana means wealth. Say dhana, dhana, dharma, So dha relates to establishment, to wealth, to things that have purpose. Dha. If someone is having trouble mispronouncing this word, there may be a problem with those things in their life. D also relates to dantya, the teeth. D. So if someone is having, if someone is having trouble pronouncing either of these, D or dh, there may be trouble with the teeth, because dantya, dental, where our word for teeth comes from, is d, dh. And finally, we come to the letter N, which relates to carrying, carrying things away. N is also a negation. Negation, n, no, in Sanskrit. So a problem with this letter can indicate that someone has trouble saying no, that they've been denied something in their life, that something physiologically is not, there may be malabsorption, something is not getting through in their bodies. There's denial. There's denial, either physical, emotional, or otherwise. There is denial. So n, here's how we write n. Boom. Okay, with a little flourish there, n. Not too much of a flourish, because then it starts to look like the letter t. So if you do something like that, it's going to start to look like the letter t. right? The letter T, right here. So T and N, this is more, the horizontal line is more discrete. Okay? Those are the dentals. Finally, we come to the labials, oshtya, labials. The labials are related to the space element. And literally, if someone has trouble working with these, it could mean spaciness. It could mean dementia. It tends to relate to mental problems, but also could relate to the spaces in the body. So again, joints. So if there's a problem, say, with a earth sound and a space sound, this really could be a joint issue. You know, I realized that I didn't tell you the planet that goes along with space. And this, the labials. And that planet is Saturn. Saturn is the planet of everything that's slow, things that take time. Saturn, like space, is a Vata planet. So if anyone has trouble pronouncing these, then we can talk about a Vata problem in the body, for those of you Ayurvedic and yogic types. If you're not sure what Vata relates to, it is the principle of there tatra ruksho lagushita kara sukshmas chalo nilaha, means the qualities of Vata are dry, light, rough, mobile, cold, and tatra ruksho lagushita kara suk, and subtle. Okay, dry, light, cold, rough, and subtle. So those qualities relate to this row. This is the Vata row. So P, how do we write P? Very simple. P. P. P really is a backwards, excuse me, a backwards English P, right? If you flip this way, it would be a P. This one's easy to remember because it's basically a P. P. Then P is the same with a flourish. The little flourish on the end. Okay? P, P. Then B. B. Again, kind of like a backwards B. Like here's what our B looks like, right? Boy. If you flip that, it's kind of like this, a backwards B. Oops. B. Okay? B, B. And then B. B, B. B, B. Here is B. Okay? Try not to make this B look like a T. See this? This one is curvy. This one is straight. So B looks like this, down, looks like a square. B. Whereas T, the letter T, is very curvy, my favorite letter. See, look at that. That's T. Some people make them look similar. Don't, because it can be confusing. And finally, M. M is the same as B, except that it's closed. Okay? All right. So that's it for this lesson. Your homework in this lesson is now to go through and memorize these 20 consonants. This will be your most intense lesson, to memorize and write these through line by line. Okay? K, K, G, G, Ng, Ch, Ch, J, J, Ny, Ta, Ta, Da, Da, Na, Ta, Ta, Da, Da, Na, Pa, 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 Ma. And now you can diagnose me. What's my problem? Rewind the video, and you can hear, maybe, did I stumble somewhere? Did I mispronounce something? I don't know. You're the expert now. Okay? Thank you, and we will see you in the next lesson. Namo Namaha.